Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for another edition of All Signs. And this time we are looking in November's energy already. I can't believe it, but October is right at the tail end, and we're already moving. I feel like 2025 is flying. So if you guys are catching me here live or catching the replay, just say hello. Let me know that you're here. Sorry if I was a little bit late. I had some issues with Facebook. So Facebook has just been having a lot of posting issues. So I have to restart it, redo it over and over again. But Facebook is now live. So is Twitch. So is YouTube. It looks like I got my moderators here from YouTube. Hi, Star. Hello, Papa. Welcome. Hello, Corabelle. Welcome back. So this evening, guys, we're going to go through each individual sign. Just so you know, each month I do a general reading for the all signs. And then I do a timeless tarot story as well. But that is only found at Harmonia Friends Club, my vault area. So if that's something that you choose to go into, it's a timeless vault. And each month, each 12 zodiac signs get a release. And Scorpio, yours was actually released today. And Scorpio also is getting a public reading as well, because I love to do an extra bonus for those who are in the birthday season. So I will be back here live for Scorpio with the timeless tarot story. With the tarot stories, we don't know what's going to come and play here. But this evening, these are for the general. So these are the catch-alls. If you're looking specifically for love readings, this isn't going to be specifically love. It's a catch-all. It could be other relationships. It could be career. It could be money. It could be life purpose. We don't know what's going to come up. But the love readings for November are on Friday. Yes, this Halloween will be the love reading. So if you want to know what's going on in your current situation, or if you are single, there's going to be double readings for each sign. So make sure you check out and set your notifications for Friday evening. That should be a fun night for love readings. But tonight, it's all about what is ahead for you. What is unfolding for November's energy? Okay. We're going to start off here with Scorpio. And reminder, with these ones, there are no collective bonuses at the end. There's no unlocked bonus on this because these readings can be a little bit longer. So keep that in mind. So make sure you guys are checking your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placement. If you're cross-watching for any reason on another individual, you may have to flip the narrative around. All right. Okay, here we go. Hello, Star. Welcome. Scorpio. Who's got Scorpio? Who's got Scorpio out here in their chart? Happy birthday out there to my Scorpios. Scorpio, your reading was actually released today, as I noted. Sure was. All right, let's get to it, guys, shall we? Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, if we can hone into my collective, whether they're watching the live or the replay, if we could specifically go to the Scorpio collective here for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to see what's going on here. Where are they in the Fool's journey for the month of November? Ooh. Demeter here with the Wheel of Fortune. She looks beautiful in this card. So Demeter was the one who was in charge of the cycles. She also was the one who created the cycle when her daughter got kidnapped. Got kidnapped and abducted, and she was so, so sad. And the story here is that she's the goddess of fertility and nature. And once her daughter went missing, she just literally couldn't bear the fruit anymore. And that's how winter came about. So there's something here about enduring the cycles. My Scorpios are here in the midst of a cycle that needs to happen. There's a change here for you. Whether it's good or bad, it's a change. It's a destined change. We never know how the harvest is going to be. All right, let's see what else is going on here for you with the Wheel of Fortune. We're using this is the Trust Your Vibes deck here by Sonia Choquette. And if you like any of these decks, you most certainly can look in the description box. A lot of these are in the Amazon store. What else is going on here? We have a 9. We're also going to pull some lucky numbers for you as well. But interesting enough, it says protect your spirit, protect your heart. Honestly, I keep going back to the story here of sorrow. I feel like there's some kind of sorrow you're going through. But let's see what the 9th or the number 9 has to do. Now, 9 in numerology is about a cycle being completed. It's an ending of some sort here, but November 9th may be a significant date to you as well. It says protect your spirit by surrounding yourself with uplifting and positive people, Scorpio, and do not waste your time with those who add nothing beneficial to your life. It's time to study the energy around you, Scorpio, and identify sources of negative energy, where it comes from and why. Start by asking if the negative energy is coming from you. Are you feeling angry, upset, resentful, jealous, or insecure? Are you an overgiver, doing too much and feeling unhappy about it? If the answer is yes, recenter in your spirit and take time to care for yourself instead of focusing on others or expecting them to notice your feelings or help you. There's something here about wanting to be seen. Let's see what your strengths are here for this month. Oh, where did my cards go? Oh, they're over here. Hold on. When I was putting my incense on, I moved the cards to grab it. All right. Let's see what the challenges here are for you this month, Scorpio. No reversals on initial story play. Challenges for you this month. Loss. Alone. Rejection. Burnout for some of you. But this is an energy here of feeling all alone. But it's a challenge. So the challenge here is not to fall in victim mentality. All right, let's see what your breakthroughs are there this month. It's almost like you're looking upon yourself and saying, this is the part I used to play. It's played its cycle, but I can't sit here on the stoop forever. No, I can't sit here on the stoop forever. Now we have the 10 of Wands here, and there's something here about carrying all of this weight yourself, all of this baggage. Yeah, you have been able to do that on your own. You're capable of doing that on your own. Again, they're really showing me the steps, and I just keep thinking of her daughter going down the steps, and there's something here about returning up to the season without a loved one or without the idea of feeling fully protected by another. So there's something here that you're going through where the struggle is real. Yeah, you're quite capable of doing it on your own, Scorpio. But the challenge here is you're done with doing it on your own. You're looking for support. And I know you're reading very well from when I was doing, when I uploaded it today, because I had to watch it for editing. But the Scorpio title for the Timeless Tarot, and we'll see what your story is tomorrow, but was choosing healthier habits. And there's something here about the courage that you are persevering and going through different habits during different phases. But this time when you go up the stairs, it's going to be very, very differently. Okay. What are the numbers here to look out for this month? Look at this. Can't make this up. We got another 9. Like I said, nines are all about the fruition, the attainment, the fulfillment. But what I see here is a bunch of threes, okay? Growth, groups, creativity. Numbers are important for you, and there's other relationships that no longer serve you that are going to be dropping like flies here, Scorpio. There are relationships that can't come with you, not on this journey, not for this month. Other relationships or new connections here for you. All right. Reversals are now up. Let's see what you're going into this month. We're going to look at the heart of the matter, the mind, and the body. Heart of the matter here. Gosh, Three of Swords. But you know what? This is temporary loss. This is temporary loss. Your mind. Let's see how your material world is and your body, how it's doing. And I'll tell you the story in a second. You're in recovery phase. This month, I see you getting some support here, especially if you are tight on finances. This could be getting a loan. Others of you could be getting some kind of assistance here for help, whether it comes to physicalities or mental. Could be a mentor, could be a doctor. But I just feel this energy of realizing that you're grieving. And this grief, yeah, it's real. But what your mind is craving here is love. Unconditional love here. And sometimes you tend to romanticize, Scorpio. You are a water sign here. But I also feel that this has a lot to do with self-love. But I do feel you're also getting assistance here or a love offer. And this love offer here knows that you're burnout, sick, and tired. And the Queen of Pentacles is someone here who usually typically does not know their worth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, when they are depleted. And there's something here about, if I keep going this way, I'm not going to be able to create any kind of harvest. So the chance here for you this month here is to be open to opportunities, help, and support in a huge way for you. Let's see where your emotional heart space is. I also want to say that with this imbalance and this burnout has to do with blocked flow. So this may be a month here where you're not necessarily doing a lot of work or overworking yourself. I just feel like there's going to be a lot more rest periods. It may make you feel a little mentally restless. Maybe you're not an individual here who's used to getting help or used to taking a break. But I just keep feeling, in this sense, the cards are stating here, or Spirit stating, it's a break here that is meant to happen. Yes, look at this. It's a break here that's meant to happen, because I'm not saying you're having a nervous breakdown here or a mental breakdown, but the Four of Swords here, reverse, is someone here who's gone through so much guardedness, so much suppression here when it comes to healing, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to relationships. This is an individual here who's just been kicked. So yeah, they don't trust easily. Look at all of these swords here. But I feel like you're claiming this. They love to make me do math here. And I feel like it's time here to voice enough is enough, or ask for help, or ask for assistance, or create better boundaries for you. Protect your spirit. Protect your spirit here, Scorpio. Let's see what the external influences of this offer is. What's the external influences of this offer opportunity? Balance, justice. There's that sword, Libra energy. You could be dealing with a mediator of some sort. There's help here. There's assistance here. There's advice here. It's solid advice. You get to choose and pick how this is aligned to you. But you don't have to carry this all down and drag this. This is an individual here who knows how to balance themselves. This is an individual here who says, I can help you. I can assist you. I know how to rearrange that. Let's see what the outcome and integration is towards the closing of the month here for you. Well, we have The 10 of Cups here reverse. So there is a delay when it comes to people fully understanding some of the moves. And it could be because there's some kind of self-isolation going on here right now for you, Scorpio. I feel almost hidden or behind the scenes. It doesn't mean that everyone that around you is nasty or you don't love them. I just feel there's this energy here of recovery, almost like cocooning yourself here. So there's a resting here period here, but it's also saying that there is an unfinished lesson here as well, because when you are ready, when you are feeling more aligned, when you are feeling like you can trust your intuition, that's when you're really going to start seeing the movement again. So this is a month here where I feel there's not so much movement other than to take care of yourself, whether that is with healthier habits, whether that is with reorganizing your life or purging. This is something here where you're fully being open to the support. Someone here who's tends to be hyper independent. All right, let's see what the mind in action here of things to consider. Things to consider. Spirit wants you to consider this here. No reversals on the advice thing, and then we'll get to Auntie's message for astrology here. It's all about an equal give and take. It is. Things to also consider. Some of you are going to be receiving gifts, and you may be uncomfortable receiving gifts. And Scorpio, it is your birthday season, so happy birthday. But there's no return on this. This is just a gesture of kindness, love, reciprocity. So receive these gifts in open-handedness and not feeling like there's something here to be handed back. I feel also this energy here of you still going through grief. But look at this. There's a significant relationship here, Scorpio, that is there for you emotionally. It may not be in a romantic state. Some of you it could be, but for a lot of you, this could be a family member, a best friend. This could be a colleague, but there's a relationship that has your back. And you're not supposed to have to feel like you have to figure everything out this month. This is a month here of healing, grieving, all right, and allowing those emotions here to come through as well. All right, let's see what the final message is here. Sorry, apparently I have everything in 3,000 different places. All right, Auntie's message here regarding astrology. The key dates and the windows for you is the full moon on November 5th, where Venus enters Scorpio November 6th for you, Scorpio, because that's where the Mercury retrograde starts, and that's on November 9th. Okay. What Auntie wants to say to you, you're being invited to go deeper into who you are at the core. When Venus is in your sign, align your values with your vibe. The full moon and Mercury retrograde reflect what you've hidden or tolerated. When old patterns arise this month, see them as clues, not failures. It is utmost importance to speak your truth quietly but firmly. Let your presence say, I know who I am, even if your voice trembles. All right. And that's what I got here for Scorpio. If this resonated, don't forget to hit like, comment below, even if you're watching the replay. And don't forget, there's more messages over at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area. And we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is up. Saggy is up. You're welcome, Star. I can never remember all your signs because I feel like I should, but I never remember. It's so hard with all my moderators. Everybody's got. Pop I remember is Leo because he always roars. That I do know. All right. Who's got Saggy in their chart? Sagittarius. Let's do 2 more shuffles and we'll be ready to go. 1. Thank you, Papa. I appreciate the donation. That was kind of you and loving. Sending me a super sticker. I wish I could see what is the sticker? I can't see what it is. It doesn't show me here on stream. But that's cool. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like the whole chart. Thanks, Star. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Spirit, where is Sagittarius on the Fool's Journey for upcoming November? Where are they? The Moon. We have Selene here. The Titan Selene. This is Helios's sister. The Moon is, well, the feminine energy here. When you think of the Moon, Pisces energy, it's an intuitive soul. It's someone here who is in the midst of the unknown, but I also feel like you are hiding something this month. I don't know. Are you keeping something hidden? Your intuitive spidey senses are off. All right. There's something here about just having that inner knowing. Your clairvoyance, claircognizance could be up. That's just having that inner knowing, but your clairvoyance could be coming in your dream form as well. Usually the moons are things of the unknown, and sometimes fears and illusions can pop out of that. But you're seeking clarity of some sort. But you got to remember, Helios, or the sun, is behind the moon to illuminate it. So there's something here about the illumination of whatever you're getting an intuitive download on. All right, what else is going on here? Help from beyond. Well, can't make this up. Look at that. We have 20 here. November 20th may be a significant date for you, but you are getting assistance here from beyond. Spirit. You probably know that. There's mediumship here. Okay. Could be your loved ones as well. Let's see what the book has to say about the help and beyond here for you. All right. Sagittarius. It's time to ask for help, not just from your higher self, but your angels, your spirit guides, and divine spirit teachers. You are deeply loved and supported and encouraged to always call on that love, support, and protection. One of your greatest soul lessons is to accept and trust this steady stream of loving assistance available to you, Sagittarius. This is not a time to push onward alone. It's time to ask for help and receive it from wherever it shows up. Many loving spirit guides, angels, and earth angels are on standby, eager to help you. Take notice and let them. I almost feel this moment that you're going to have a lot of deja vu moments here this month, where it's like, I feel like I've dreamt about this before. Let's see what the challenge is, why you're going to be asking for help. Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Soul searching. The problem is you like to do everything on your own. You're a Sagittarius. You're a liberator. You kind of like to explore. You're very much a free spirit. But when you have the Virgo energy, the challenge here is to like really be illuminated with what you have, and then trusting the download that you get. So you may actually second guess some of the downloads you're receiving. What is your breakthrough this month? The Five of Pentacles. No matter how bad it can get for this Sagittarius, you always have the ability here to pull it through. This is usually a card here of loss, of not having much, but you've survived. So your breakthrough here is that you have the tendency to survive even the most painful parts, or even when you feel the mindset of lack. There's always a solution here. There is. It's a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough of the Five of Pentacles. All right, let's see what numbers are here for you. 6. 6 is a number here of the heart, but we also have the combination here of 1 and 5. There's an opportunity that you thought was going to absolutely solidly go your way, and there's a halt of some sort here this month, whether it's because of instability, whether it's because of conflict of interest, but it also could be money or financial related too. We have another 5 here as well. But 6 is all about communication, cooperation, and harmony. So the idea of harmony is something that is what you're going to be seeking. Now, a reminder, We have Mercury retrograde that starts November 9th. So even like if you think with November 6th here, period here, you're going into that period here of retrograde. So there could be some miscommunications here going on for you. All right. Let's see what the heart of the matter is. Reversals are now up. Let's look at the heart of the matter, the mind, and the body and material world here. Heart of the matter here for this Sagittarius. Oh, the Magician here reversed. The 10 of Cups here is where your mind is. It's not a bad way to look at it. And the body material world here is Justice here reversed. It does feel very imbalanced. This is not a month here to force an opportunity to go through. Where your mind is actually, I have the support, I have the love, which is good. It's upright. The Magician, though, that it is reverse, is that there's a pattern here where you have a tendency to search something and analyze something to the death of it when it's not really meant to analyze. It's just meant to take a break. It's meant to breathe. Now, the Magician is also a card here who tries to go against free will and is like, no, I'm going to force something to happen, whether it's because others aren't ready. And that could be that too. There could be a situation that involves another individual where they're not lined up with this opportunity with you, where you're not feeling the cooperation. But this is a month here where they're simply not on the path with you. This opportunity here is not manifesting the way that you want to. And the challenge here is you have a tendency to really think about it as though it's a worst case scenario. Now, where your thoughts and beliefs and focus shape and comes from is with community and togetherness. You know, it is what keeps you going, is that you have the best intentions when it comes to community, when it comes to family, when it comes to gathering, when it comes to love. So this is a Sagittarius here who through thick and thin is usually the individual here that people lean on. And so this month here, there's almost this energy here of telling others that it's okay, or I'm all right with this decision. But really, you're leaning on another going, I'm not sure I can hold myself up. Okay. I do feel like you're getting some support here, even if it's support here from your higher self, from loved ones here, not on this plane. Now, Justice here, reverse Libra energy here. Somebody's not ready. There could be a delay, in a decision, could be a delay in paperwork, it could be a delay in a job. There's simply a delay here when it comes to commitment, a contract of some sort here for the Sagittarius. Something's not going through, it's shut down. Let's see where your emotions and heart space are going in towards the middle of the month and the end. Your emotions and heart space here. Oh, the 5 of Swords. That's tough energy. Again, it's almost this energy of feeling like you're put in your place. Again, you're not alone. There's somebody here who's watching you go through this. And you are usually the one who tells this individual, whoever's here hiding, that everything's going to be okay. But there's somebody here, Sagittarius, who's being really unruly or very blunt with not being ready, or feeling that you're being pushy, or may even try to gaslight you to some extent. But it does put you in this energy here of playing victim, which is not something you're used to playing. It's like, man, why are you attacking me? All right, let's see what the external influences are, though, within this 10 of Cups. 3 of Wands here, reverse. The external influence that is around you is not an individual here who's actually around you all the time. So this could be a long distance relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be something here where this person doesn't live with you, or they just work with you. But I feel like they don't see fully everything that's going on. They just know that you are being put in your place that makes you feel uncomfortable, or makes you feel like you can't move forward when you had good intentions to make an agreement. Some of you, this is a divorce you're going through. Others of you, it's just legalities or a paperwork that you keep, this person here keeps changing their mind or changing the date. This also could be work related here too, where they promise you something and say, no, I'm sorry, overtime's no extra pay, could be that too. Let's see what the outcome is or integration here for you this month. The Star. Well, like it or not, things are going to be persevering here for you, Sagittarius. Aquarius energy here. I do feel that if you keep your faith and your head up high, meaning that you may not necessarily have to, like, and we have to see what Spirit says about taking things, but I keep hearing there's something that's going to be shined to light that this individual is not going to see. So things are going to move in your favor. There will be balance, but you're going to have faith because it's outside of your hands. Just don't know that you're being asked here to be emotionally available and open and trust the situation here. And also ask your higher self, ask your loved ones here for the advice that you may need for this month. But things are going to come to light towards the end of the month. Things are going to go into your favor. It just doesn't feel like that for the first couple of weeks. All right, let's see what the advice here is for you, Sagittarius. Things to consider. No reversals, remember. Things to consider. You hold on very tightly sometimes to the negative aspects, an individual here. And so what Spirit is saying is, try not to focus so much on the lack and allow yourself to open up and expand so that you can actually have more, because there's almost something that this person makes you feel like you're not going to get, or makes you feel like you have to hold on very tightly. Some of you hold on tightly to your job. Others of you hold on tightly to your money. Yeah, this is about being patient, realignment. And also, I don't necessarily feel like this person here is going to reverse things, but I do feel like there's going to be a peace treaty of some sort. That's your card here. So there's something here about smoothing the water that you have the capacity to do. Maybe you need to sit with your higher self and ask that, how do we go through this? How do we smooth the water here? But it's also about being very open about your emotions and not taking something personally. It's kind of creating a peace treaty here of saying, listen, you can have this, but you can't have, there's something you're holding on to tightly that you feel like, if I lose this, I'm going to lose it all. But Spirit's saying that's just a short-term loss. Look upon it as you're getting through this motion. What can you do to get through this moment? All right. The message here for astrology from Auntie is Sagittarius. Mercury retrograde begins November 9th. So the sun enters Sagittarius through November 21st. When Auntie says this is a pause in motion, we're seeing that. We absolutely are. Where you were aiming and why. The retrograde asks if you're chasing someone else's definition of success. Revisit journeys starting earlier in the year and read the fine print. Use your fire to refine, not rush. This month is about preparing and then proceeding. Be patient. Be patient. All right. That's what we got for Sagittarius. We're going to move on to Capricorn next. Capricorn is up. Oh, it's quiet tonight. Just happened to look up and I was like, where is everybody? All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Cappies. Spirit, what is going on for Capricorn for the month of November? Where are they on the Fool's journey? Here we go. The Hierophant, Dionysus. Interesting. He's not someone I would ever imagine as the Hierophant. Maybe, I mean, I see it a little bit. He's a little bit more of a free spirit. He likes to party. He likes to attain, but he is all about rituals. He's also about community coming together. And it is very religious, not just religion, but it's also about having order. And the Hierophant energy here with Taurus, I almost feel like there is something about your belief system here that is changing. And with Dionysus here, it makes me feel there's a little bit more of a relaxed version of Capricorn this month. I almost feel this energy of like, relax. We don't have to do everything by the books. Okay. Have a drink. Let's have a good time. All right. What else is going on here? Connect with your divine teachers. Isn't that funny? Because the first thing I want to say with the Hierophant is they are a teacher. Maybe you are a teacher. But this is the energy here of connecting with your ascendant masters, with your spirit guides, with your group. It's opening up that third eye. All right. 21, November 21st may be a significant date to you. That comes with 2 of 3, which is all about growth and groups and creativity. All right, Capricorn. We are all souls on an earthly journey, here to learn to live and create at the highest divine frequency, one that mirrors our true spiritual nature. We have divine teachers overlooking our lives and helping us grow at every turn. You are on a steep learning curve and are advised to ask your divine teachers to step in and guide you through these challenging but exciting times. Be aware of their presence, offering advice, protection, and support. All right, so your guides are with you. Your guides are with you. But there's something here where you're learning a lesson. All right, let's see what the challenge is. I also feel like holding this cup here tells me this has to do with unconditional love. It's the Ace of Cups. The challenge, the student role. You don't know everything. Before you act, you're supposed to observe and to learn and to gain some knowledge. But with it being a challenge here, this is for Capricorn who tends to feel like, I don't need that. Let's bypass that. Let's go through it. I don't necessarily, maybe it's gossip. Maybe it's something here that you feel is a distraction to you. But there's something here where you need to look at the fine print. What's in the books? I almost feel like you're in the test, right? You don't read the instructions, but then you just go ahead and do it. And then you like fuss around something. You're like, why is this taking me so long? And someone says to you, did you read the instructions? Like it feels like that, Capricorn, where something could be very easily sidestepped if you just read through it, read the fine print. Your breakthrough here is even through the losses, you're okay. It's a 3 of Swords. Interesting. 3 of Swords here, the 4 of Swords. That's a temporary energy, but they're really making me look at here. So that sometimes you have a tendency to break your own heart. So the biggest critic here for this Capricorn is themselves. Their breakthrough here is that if someone here is trying to hurt their feelings or poke them, they don't really do that much of a damage, because this is an individual here who's very lucky, has a like kind of a lucky charm or lighthearted feeling when it comes to individuals. It's like you shrug over it. You don't really take it too personally in this sense, for this Capricorn at least. All right, let's see where your heart of the matter is in your mind and body. The beginning of the month. Reversals are now up. Man, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. You got Strength here, reverse. The mother bear of you comes out. There's the 4 of Swords. I felt it. Let's see what the materialistic part of it. Okay, so this is a month here where you're playing both roles. And this can be very much a pain in the butt, okay, for you. Because I think individuals here come to Capricorn, but at the same time, Capricorn doesn't have all of the answers, doesn't pretend that they have all the answers, but at the same time, when they do the actions here, they do kind of wish or regret sometimes that they had more time or effort to really read the fine print or look at things before they acted or before they stated something or before they take something on. And there's something this month here where you feel a little bit discouraged because you feel like you've been saying or doing things like that consecutively for quite some time. So it even could have been in October's energy where it's like, I really can't say yes to everything or pretend I know it all because it always shoots me in the foot. And where your mind is that you end up being more worried about situations than you need to be that aren't even yours. And it's this restless energy here of making you feel like, man, I wish I didn't get involved, but I got myself involved anyways. But some of you feel like you have to because there's nobody else. It's almost like you're a substitute teacher. I don't know, that may mean something to you. But with the Two of Pentacles as your materialistic point of view, this is you being able to handle it all. And there are individuals here who have expectations or look up to you as well. This could be coworkers, this could be children, this could be friends, this could be family. But it's like, listen, I'm doing the best I can. And I see you doing that. But again, Spirit's encouraging you to connect with your divine teachers as well and asking for help and assistance. Let's see where your emotional heart space is going in towards the middle of the month. Well, there's going to be a change, a drastic change. You are taking charge in a really big way. The Ace of Wands is taking an opportunity and not messing it up this time. You know, when you run with it, you're going to be able to pass it on clearly. So it's like almost whatever task that you take on, it's not going to be done messy. You're really going to read every little fine line and fine print here for you. It's going to take some time for you to do so, but there's an opportunity here where you're not going to want to rush in it. You're going to want to be able to pace yourself. What's the external influence of taking this opportunity? Look at that. Because nobody wants to do the job. You got the dirty end of the stick. Okay. Missed the judgment here where it's reverse is interference. Okay. Individuals here, that could be miscommunication. It could be individuals here who said they do it and they wouldn't do it. But you're going to find that you're the one who's going to take on the responsibility. But it's going to be different this time because there's going to be rules with these responsibilities. Okay. Here, I feel like you're going to be a little bit more outspoken about. Let's see what the integration and the outcome is for you. What is the integration and outcome here for Capricorn? Look at you. Success. I'm going to do it differently. Maybe I meant to lead it, but I can ask for help and assistance. And maybe this isn't just through divine, connect with your divine teachers, but the individuals that you trust around you, your tribe, your circle. All right. This could be you coordinating and being a manager that delegates out. So I feel like there's going to be delegation here. And if there's a relationship here that is romantic, where the responsibility hasn't really been equal, let's say it's a marriage of some sort, this is something here where the delegation says we need to cooperate as a family instead of everybody disappearing. This disappearing act here. And I'm going to show you a solution. Okay. Everybody, I almost see like, you know, where you pass the baton and saying, your turn to talk. If you have the baton, it's my turn to talk. But this is you where everyone's understanding the rules. Everyone's holding that torch. They respect your words. They respect your actions. They respect your moves, which is huge here for you, Capricorn, for November. Things to consider with this opportunity. Don't forget your worth. And don't forget all the things that you did. Okay. Yeah, you fell a lot. And we got the Taurus and Libra energy here of the Empress. This is all four queens in one. But this is one here who understands that they're not perfect at all times and they'll do whatever they can to protect themselves. But they're also not afraid to say that they messed up. So this is someone here who's taking accountability, but also saying, I need assistance. Okay. I need my people around me. And look at this. You're being asked here to be called upon what's presently making you happy, seeking the clarity and seeking the fun. Don't take this on as a job. Take this on as a success. So this is someone here who's able to really see things in an entirely different perspective by utilizing the failures as their ways of teaching the lessons. Okay. Doing things differently in a huge way for you. All right, let's see what Auntie's message for you is for astrology. Jupiter retrograde in Cancer for November 11th. That's when Uranus shifts into retrograde here. Auntie says foundations are being tested, not destroyed. Finances and responsibilities, Capricorn, are under review this month. Ask what you should hold and what can be released. That's going to be big for you in that Empress energy. And tighten the screws now so what you build next year won't wobble. Strategy is your friend this month. Strategy is your friend this month. All right, that's what we have for Capricorn. If this resonated, go ahead and like, comment below. Don't forget that there's other messages over at Harmonia Friends Club, the Vault. I would love to see you there. But if not, we're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius is up. Horrible says, Aqua time. Sure is. Sure is. You love the middle crystal ball. Which one? This? The Sheen Obsidian? Oh, or the smelting quartz. Is that what you're thinking? The smelting quartz? That's my favorite. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what is going on for Aquarius in November? What is unfolding for them? Where are they on the Fool's journey? Here we go. Helios, one of my favorite Titans, the Sun. Okay. A lot of people confuse Apollo for Helios and say, Apollo is a sun god. No, Helios is actually the sun. Apollo works. He took over the reins, the chariot. But the sun is clarity. The sun is being very present. And when I think of this Titan in particular, his job was literally to bring the sun to rising to fall. So it's dawn to dusk. And there's this energy here of responsibilities when it comes to your own happiness. Okay. It's a good energy, though. It's a day cycle. It's also the masculine energy, where the moon would be the feminine energy. So you're taking actions here on your happiness. Not a bad thing. It's time to listen to your heart. And what better way to go towards happiness is by listening to your heart space. November 10th may be a significant day to you, but the number 10 is also a completion number, but it's really a number of renewal, rebirth. And so you're going through a birthing cycle here, but let's see what Listen to Your Heart, other than the song. We know the song, Listen to Your Heart. That may mean something to you, but what does the book have to say here about listening to your heart? Aquarius, you can tune in and focus on life on two channels. The first is that of your limited ego, the voice in your head. And oh boy, we know Aquarius, they're always in their head. Okay. They're an air sign here. Okay. But this channel gives you a biased, an inaccurate, and often threatening, fear-inducing view of the world around you, Aquarius. Now, the second channel is centered in your heart space. This is the voice of your higher self and spirit. This channel is that of your true divine nature, connected to the universal support and guidance, and offers reliable, clear direction on how to best move forward. I don't know. I almost feel like you're getting into the chariot here to make a big move. And you might be a type A person, but there's something here about this journey you're about to go on. Now, it says the voice in your head, your ego, is noisy, agitating, and anxiety provoking. It leaves you feeling ungrounded, restless, and unsafe. It communicates in your head and won't be quiet. And your spirit, on the other hand, is calm, reassuring, and consistent. It expresses in your heart through calming, subtle vibrations, vibes, instead of words. You feel this guidance deep inside your body, Aquarius. It's time to get centered, grounded, and tune into your spirit instead of your ego for guidance. So there's something here where your ego, your pride gets in the way. All right. See what the challenge is this month here for you. No reversals on initial story play. The challenge here is the 10 of Cups. Family, community, togetherness, the people you're around. The people that you are around are a challenge for you this month. Let's see what the breakthrough is. Six of Wands. Doesn't matter what you've been through, you end up getting out of it. So there's a chariot, even though it's a wheelchair, I see a chariot. There are some moves here that you are going to be making this month, Aquarius, that not everybody in your circle is going to agree with. But you have the ability here to show, to lead the way. Okay. See what numbers are here for you. Wow. Another sign got this too, but you got a 6 and a 3. That's a 9. They all break down to 3s, which is your growth, which is groups, which is creativity. But I really feel that there's one in particular, one relationship in particular that you usually trust, that you usually fall back on. But there's something here where that has changed. It could be an end of a cycle, could be end of a relationship. Okay. Doesn't have your back anymore. Now, it doesn't have to be a specific person. It could be a workforce too. It's just something doesn't have your back like it used to. All right. Let's see what the heart of the matter is, the mind and the body for the month of November. The heart of the matter here, reversals are now up. 6 of Pentacles. I feel you have a tendency here to have to, God, you do. Hold on, let me just pull one more. There we go. Okay. You know, everybody else seems to be, look at all of these 6s and 3s. Like, look at all of them. This is something where I feel that you really have a pattern of over giving. And maybe in other situations of not giving to the right relationships. Okay. So maybe you were trying to prove yourself to others or to someone specifically. And then there's other relationships where you don't put a lot of effort into, but they put themselves, so they almost mirror back to you where they're trying to prove themselves to you, but you don't necessarily put the energy in there. It's like both roles exist for you. They both exist. Now your mind with it, with the 3 of Swords here, is the tendency, and this is the tendency, this is the confusion, this is where the fear loops and the overthinking comes in, is that, God, I keep looking at all these 6s and 3s, they're just everywhere, is that there's one person in particular that does not agree with how you do things or the way that you are. And that's the one that really bugs you, that bothers you. And this month, where you might have felt that this, I almost feel like you took some bad advice or advice from another, that you wanted to believe they had the best actions for you. And maybe they give you the bare minimum because you overgive and everything. But there's something here where you had an anticipation that this individual gives something back. But the truth is, with this material portion here of happiness, of union, of this togetherness, this home, it's almost a short-lived scenario. meaning that you're watching another not being bothered with their actions of what they put you in. And so it's almost like you're not invited to a party or you're not invited to a group scenario here. So it makes you feel left out. This is usually a card of happiness, but I think there's something here where it's like, it's okay. I don't mind. I wasn't invited. It's all right. But it does bother you. I don't blame you. Let's see where the emotional heart space is on here. Yeah, because it really would take very little effort for an individual just to think of you that will make you happy. It's not that you didn't get an invitation at all. It's like they didn't even think about me. So I think you're dealing with an individual here who you are consistently serving, are there for, you have a trust fall with, but at the same time, they just are inconsiderate with what is going on in this family, in this unit. And individuals here, and it could just be, Aquarius, it could be individuals here who are not appreciating you to the fullest extent because you're always there or you were always the one who support. But this is something here where it's like, dang, I really would have liked to have gone. I really would have liked to join this. Maybe I wouldn't have stayed the whole time, but I would have liked to have an option. You feel like your option was taken away from you. Let's see what the external influence is, because this is definitely a person here who is kind of inconsiderate. It's someone here that you're dealing with who's pretty darn inconsiderate. We have the devil energy, Capricorn. This is a karmic cycle here. This could even be a family member. It's just they dismiss you. It makes this Aquarius feel dismissed this month. And so it's like, like what the hell am I supposed to do with that? The integration here, Four of Pentacles. You're not going to give as much. You're holding back now. You're reserving. That means your time, your energy, your effort. And I feel like there's something that, don't get me wrong. This is a card here of like really holding back, but I really feel like I would rather be on my own than deal with this because I don't feel included in this circle anymore. You're either outgrowing a job for some of you. Some of you are outgrowing a friendship group. Others of you, it's family that you don't even feel at home with, but there's also this energy that's asking you here to trust and listen to your heart space here. I feel like Spirit's encouraging you here to go your own direction for a little bit, find your own happiness, what makes you happy, because I feel like you give a lot and give back a lot. Things to consider. No reversals on this. Look at this. There's something here where you have the ability to plant a new seed, which is nice. The Seven of Pentacles here is the ability here to take your time and efforts and place it into something that you really love, or efforts into a relationship that's always been there for you. An effort in a relationship that's always been there for you. There's something here where you're going to see people for who they truly are. And it's not that they're bad people, but I also feel like, where am I going to put my time and efforts into? Because obviously there are individuals here who have given to me and I have not put in that time and effort into, and I have ignored. So this is a time here to really reevaluate some of those connections and those relationships for you this month. All right. Auntie has to say for you, Aquarius, your key dates. Mars enters Sagittarius November 4th, and Venus in Scorpio November 6th. Auntie says for you, Aquarius, you're being asked to play differently and express with purpose. The creative self wants output. The emotional self wants safety. Balance both by crafting a sacred play zone for you. You don't have to save the world. It's time to save yourself first. I really do feel like that you are moving away from a connection here that is not feeling aligned anymore to you. All right, that's what I got here for Aquarius. If this resonates for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget to check out Harmonia Friends Club, my vault, where there's lots of readings there for you. But if not, we're going to move on to Pisces. Pisces is up next. We have Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. We're getting there. Pisces is up. Spirit, what is going on for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Where is Pisces on the Fool's Journey? Pisces, you're with Themis, Lady Justice here, Libra energy. This is a card of consequence. Now, it could go in your favor, or it could also, you could be, whatever it is, it's justice. Something here is being realigned. It's a consequence of some sort. So, all right. So there's a realignment happening, and it could be outside of your hands, outside of your judgment. What else do we got here, Pisces? Pisces, bring in the joy guides. 48. Well, 48 here. Well, that comes, what's that, 12, 3. So that comes to a 3 with growth and creativity. Bring in the joy guides. So there's something here about calling joy into your life, even in the lowest circumstances. And there may be something here that is out of your jurisdiction. All right, Pisces. Your situation may feel dire, but don't allow it to become too serious or you'll lose your way. This too shall pass and will pass much easier with the help of your joy guides. Ask them to lighten your mood and elevate your vibration so you can quickly advance to better times. Recognize joy guides on the scene. They are playful, surprising, and spontaneous to keep you from taking things too seriously or personally. They're good at getting your attention with their antics. For example, they may hide your keys, move items, or steal one of your socks out of the dryer. Joy guides are the friends or inner child. God, they sound like fairies, to be honestly. It sounds like the fae. I'm not keen on the fae, not all of them, because they misplace things all the time. But there's something here, and this could also be like childlike. This also can come in individuals as well, who may irritate you, but at the same time, they're trying to lighten the moment for you. All right, let's see what the challenge is, because there's something here that's making you feel a little bit cranky. It's news. There's news that you're hearing that makes you want to react right away. It ticks you off. There's uncertainty here. They're making me add this sword over there to Justice's sword, which is the 2 of swords. Oh, but you know what? Your breakthrough is the 10 of swords. Your breakthrough is the 10 of swords. That means there's only one way up. When you hit rock bottom, you have the ability to get up regardless. Okay. You've been through worse. You've been through worse. Yes. This could be cutting, but Spirit just keeps saying, remind yourself that you've been through worse, because it doesn't have to be the end of you. No, it doesn't. You got an 8 here. You got double 4s. This is about your stability. Okay. Something is about to rock, but the actions here are rocking your stability. But there's accomplishments here. Notice here you got 4s, a 4 and an 8 here. It all comes down to 4s again. So there's something here about your structure that feels faulty. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the beginning of this month here for you. The heart of the matter comes to family, people, community. Oh, Ace of Wands. What's the body material world here? There could be a relationship here, Pisces, that you are trying to repair. It's not easy, because I do feel like this individual is very cutting. I do feel like trust has been broken with this individual, whether it's you not trusting them nearly as much or them not trusting you. But there's something here about changing their mind. This person here I almost feel like they say they're going to do something and then they don't. But there's this energy here of you already doing the work. It's like, okay, well, if you're not going to show up, I'm still going to do it. You're trying not to let this individual here strip you away from your happiness and your joy. But this is a group effort, and notice how she's on her own, other than the animals, the spirit guides, those are your joy guides. Look at all these. There's a little fae here. There's all the joy guides, right? The emotional heart space of this, strength. It's not that you can't do it on your own. It's just there is anticipation of coming together with an individual. And you were looking forward to this. Whether you were looking forward to this trip, this union, this project, this time off together for some of you, there's something here where there is anticipation of coming together, you know, in a loving, fair way. And it turns out that even though you went all the distance to go outside of your home or leave your home or go to the environment, this person's not there. And so whether they have issues or not, it's just something here where it's like, see what the external influence is for you. Yeah, a lot of double 4s and 8s here. A choice. You could be dealing with a Gemini. This is an individual here that you trust. This is an individual here that you hope that they have your back. But this doesn't look again at the rainbow, and this, you are on your own, right? And this individual is not here. And this person here is going another direction. It's like as soon as you accept this individual in or make these plans or go this way, this individual says they're out or they've changed their mind. Now, if this is love, this could be a karmic connection here where they could be influenced here with Pan, meaning a past love that keeps this at a halt. But others of you, this person here is not at your level of openness. And the challenge here is to cut something, some of you need to cut somebody off. Things to consider with this person, Pisces. Gosh, look at this. There's that Ace of Wands again. But here's the thing. You have an opportunity to go a different direction. You do. You have an opportunity here to go a different direction, but it may be scary to you because you already said yes, or you already had expected this individual here to showcase. I almost feel like you're at the location. Okay. So for an example of this would be like, you're on a vacation. This person's like, I'm not going to be there. It's like, how am I going to enjoy myself on this vacation on my own? You're going to find a way. Spirit's like, face your biggest fears, make this a completely different direction than you ever imagined. Consider this an adventure here. You know, the 8 of Swords is doubts, uncertainty here, but you have an individual here who's going through another karmic cycle. And it is part of your karma that you let this person in or followed this individual. But the consequence here now is, what do you do with that wand? How are you going to hold it? Because this individual obviously is not being there for you. If this is work related, this is a situation here where you may need to reconsider or start looking for a new job for some of you. All right, Pisces. What Auntie wants to tell you with astrology coming in here, full moon in Scorpio Taurus is on November 5th with Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th. What Auntie says for you, don't just listen to intuition. It's time to translate it into action. Dreams and emotions reveal guidance for you this month. Communication at home may tangle. Clarify before finalizing. Let your soul speak quietly. There's gold in subtleties. And I feel like the golden move here is to take something like whatever it is and make it into lemonade, because I think someone here is going to bail on you. All right, Pisces, that's what I got here for you this month. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move on next to Aries. Aries is up. We have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, and Libra. There is no collective bonus tonight, guys, because these are full readings tonight. So no, otherwise I will be on here for 4 hours. No, no, we're not doing that. All right. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see where Aries is unfolding for the month of November. Where are you in the Fool's Journey, Aries? Where are you? Here we go. Someone else got the Wheel of Fortune. I can't remember, but we have Demeter again. She is the fertility goddess here, especially when it comes to crops and harvest. But also, she is the one who is in charge of seasons. So there's something here. It's like the year of the life, the year of the wheel. There's a season. There's something changing here for you. Scorpio had her too. Okay, thank you, Star. Oh, expect the best. I like this. 22. 2. Look for those numbers. 2 is all about balance and partnership. But you're about to receive a gift of some sort here. Expect I mean, I almost feel like this almost looks like a key, doesn't it? It looks like the doorway here, you know? All right, let's see what Expect the Best has to say. Aries, release your fears and anxiety. The universe loves you unconditionally and is working to bring you the best possible experiences. However, sometimes the best experiences is not the one you are presently hoping for. Share your desires with the universe, then ask for this or better, for this or better. So there's something here that is coming by chance in a different package, in a different way, something much larger than you ever anticipated. Okay. We'll look at the numbers shortly. See what your challenges are. Challenges for the month. Oh, the Emperor. That's you. Your ego, your pride. You have a very specific key in mind here, even though it's the Ankh. I feel like that's kind of the key to this. The key to success. You're prideful. You can be a little bit arrogant and egotistical, but it's also because you have a particular strategy, particular way. What is your breakthrough? Your breakthrough this month? Ooh. Your stealth? Your sneakiness? Now, your breakthrough is not to lie. I don't want to say that you're lying, but you're definitely hiding. You're making some stealthy moves here. Aries is making some stealthy moves this month. Yeah. We have 2, 1, which comes to a 3. This comes with growth and opportunities here. Another 2. I feel like there's another opportunity here. And the duality here could be partnership. Could be a new relationship for you, for some of you. Heart of the matter. Knight of Pentacles here reversed. The mind. Dang. High Priestess reverse. And your body material world here for November, beginning of November. Okay. So listen, it's not over yet. This is you probably wanting to it feels like an ending to you, but you're not being backstabbed. She does this to herself. All right. So keep that in mind. There's something here that you have been waiting for and methodical. And you've lost time, some of you money and energy for something to be finalized. And this is for an Aries here who's walking into this month and realizing, the longer I wait, the more I'm losing. Now, your mind is starting to realize that you're feeling anxious, and the anxiety here, the secret keeper who's all of a sudden being exposed, and this is the breakthrough here is hidden, is starting to have second guesses about their motives. There's a part of you that is going, I wonder if that really was like, was that my ego? Or was I not listening to my intuition, which is a very softer voice? Okay. Your challenge here is your ego, prideful moves. There's something in particular here where you're going to find you've lost time and effort here, and it's no secret it's going to be exposed. But you kind of always knew this was going to happen anyway. And I want to say it's a particular person here that you expect this gift or offer to come in a package, and it's not coming the way you want it to. It just simply isn't. It's like, when it's finalized, it's over, but it's done. So once this is exposed, once this is out, you are going to definitely start making different moves. And those moves may be very stealthy at this point. You're not explaining yourself, especially if there's another individual involved. Your emotions and heart space. Yeah. I do feel like there's assistance here in a relationship that is not the one that you anticipate. Okay. This one is overflowing. This one is unconditional and completely different. It's not a waste of your time. Notice how there is an offer here that is going into your cup where it flows your emotions. It's kind of like an unexpected gift, an unexpected connection. Some of you, this could be new love. Some of you, this could be a new opportunity here of assistance or support that you never anticipated. It's not something that you return. It's a gift. Some of you, it feels like a gift from God. It's not a bad way. The external influences, though. There it is. The Knight of Cups. It's not coming from the person or the situation that you anticipated. It's coming somewhere else. That's what's so interesting about this. This is an individual here who does care, who wants to help, who wants to assist, who wants to be there, who doesn't have their guard on. This is an individual here who's like, oh, wow, Aries has been through the ringer. Empress reverse. And what you are going to start realizing here, Taurus, Libra energy, is that the individual who did this to you was using you. Some of you for your time, your money, your talents, greedy, codependent. But also, once this is finalized, you realize you really don't owe this person an explanation about your next moves or who you're with or what you're entertaining, especially if this is work related. This is you making stealthy moves here to take a new opportunity. Some of you are having a new job or going to a new job. Others of you, this is a new relationship of some sort, whether it's a new friendship or whether it's a friendship that just gives you unconditional love, could be that too. Or some of you, it's romance. Things to consider with this gift. 2. Look at another freaking 2. Another 2. Are you kidding me? The 2 of Swords is someone here who is on the crossroads, but tends to be in denial. And Spirit's saying, listen, you're going to have don't miss this opportunity because it's not coming in the package that you anticipated because you're hurt by another individual. Do not put this baggage on this other individual here who did betray you, because this person is coming out here unconditionally. So Spirit's saying, don't put this on the crosshold and be very defensive on this because you're wounded and guarded. You're still allowed to ask questions. But don't be, in this level of indecisiveness. Trust your heart space. Expect the best outcome out of this. All right. That's what Spirit's saying. All right, Aries. Mars enters Sagittarius November 4th. Mercury enters November 9th. And Auntie says to you, you're asked here to steer with intention. Beliefs and expansion themes are highlighted for you this month. Restlessness means you're ready to grow. Schedule it instead of reacting. Launch only after aligning your map. And this is going to be very important because I think there's a person here in particular here that you're going to have to do stealthy moves against. All right. That's what I got here for Aries. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's more over at Harmonia Friends Club where the Timeless Vault is to gain access. We're going to move on to Taurus next. Taurus is up. Taurus is up. My bulls are up. Thank you, Star. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Where are my bulls at? Taurus. Spirit, where is Taurus on the Fool's Journey? Where's Taurus on the Fool's Journey? Here we go. Strength. Atlas. Well, strength here is holding the world on the shoulders, but really it's the cosmos. Atlas was holding the cosmos as part of the punishment here when the Olympians took over the Titans. So that was his responsibility. But strength here is with Leo energy. So there's something here about your endurance. It's something here where you feel obligated to hold on to this. Okay. Wait. Oh God, that's hard to do when you're have the world on your shoulders and then you're asked to wait. Ooh, the 28th may be a significant date to you. That comes to a 10 though. It's a rebirth. There's a nest egg here. All right, let's see what wait says. Little birds. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet, Taurus. Your higher self encouraged you to lighten up and see the positive in your life. Take full advantage, Taurus, of the love and support and allow your fears to ease. Taurus, the past is over and your inner work will continue to bear benefits with fruit in the coming days. Let your worries go and they will not evolve into real troubles. You are safe and secure and will continue to be so. Fill your body and heart with the light of your spirit and let the light shine out all around you. This will quickly attract even more support and opportunity. Smile, both inside and out. This opens the curtains of the heart and lets your heart-centered power flow freely. Have a good laugh. All is well. It's interesting because I feel like you are in a waiting period right now. Notice that all of this has been asking for our signs to support. Notice that it's been like the ongoing theme. Lean on support. What's a challenge here for this Taurus? Relationships. Having support. Accepting support. Connection. Relationships. What is the breakthrough? You're used to doing it on your own. You've seen the worst case scenarios, but your breakthrough is it's done. It's over. I mean, yeah, there may be a relationships that's over, but there's something here where the end of you doing something on your own is over. That's huge for this Taurus. What are the numbers here for you? Wow. You got another 10. You have a 4 and a 6. Be prepared. Help is on its way. Some of you, a relationship is on its way. It's about to be secured. This is something that you've been manifesting. Could be an opportunity too. All right. Let's see where the heart of the matter is. Reversals are now up. Hello, Brenda. Welcome back. Heart of the matter here. 8 of Wands. No news is good news, though. The mind. Where is Taurus's mind for this month? Oh, there's that betrayal, but it's over. The overthinking is that this something could possibly go wrong for you, but this has already passed. This has already passed. Okay, things may not be going as quickly as you want or anticipate, but you're being asked here to surrender. What is the body and material world look like here for Taurus for this month here? Look at that with the Knight of Cups here reversed. Why am I on my own? This is for a Taurus who may feel blocked, who may feel burnt out, who may feel like they don't got nothing, right? It's like, when is it my turn? Emotional heart space here. There we go. There we go. There's a connection here. 6 of Cups is the soulmate. Be prepared. You're not on your own. There is a relationship crawling here. Hopefully not on a cockroach. Okay. But there's something here about history with this individual. Let's see the external influence. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. It's not happening on your timing, but there's a new relationship here, or a relationship that you are finally being open to. It could be evolving into romance for some of you. And if it's not evolving here into romance, it could be an individual here who shares this, is very like-minded, who shares the same ideas as you. Could be a partnership here of a beautiful friendship, or a partnership here of a beautiful business for some of you. The outcome here and the integration here. Be prepared. Be prepared, because this may be something that you're not anticipating in the way that you want, but Scouts, Honor Spirit saying, listen, we saved the best for last. You haven't been forgotten here, Taurus. There's your card. Okay. There's an up level going on here for you. Some of you, it could be a reconciliation. Some of you, it could be a relationship here that blossoms into a commitment, or the two of you are doing something together, collaborating, going back to school together, taking a class together, but there's collaboration. There's just something here about a rebirth when it comes to connection for you. The challenge is, can you allow it to organically just happen and be? There could be some differences here between the two of you, but it is mutual. It is mutual. Things to consider with this connection and this opportunity. No reversals. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's not about your timing, it's divine timing. Okay. Yes, you are receiving a really big gift. Okay. It's gonna feel like a miracle to some extent here. Spirit saying, be open to it. All right. Everything happens for divine timing. It needed time to take its place and stuff. And it was behind the scenes. Spirit saying, we had to work behind the scenes for you. We had to work behind the scenes. You couldn't see how everything was going to lay out, because we needed to make sure that you were rejuvenated, that you weren't thinking the worst of a case scenario here. And don't deceive yourself here that you're cursed. You're not. You're not. You have good things here coming your way. All right, Taurus. Your key dates and your windows. Again, Venus enters Scorpio November 6th with Uranus retrograde November 7th in Taurus. What Auntie says to you, you're reinventing what you value. It comes to money, self-worth, and comfort zones this month. Uranus shakes your foundation so you can rebuild stronger. Your stability improves when you release. Oh my gosh. Your stability improves, Taurus, when you release what only pretended to support you. So this is you needing to let go of the past and stop thinking the worst case scenario is going to happen and start living as a miracle is going to happen here for you. And it may not come in the form of an individual that you think it is. Okay. Because some of you are going to be like, oh, my ex is coming back. And I don't like to, no, we're not living a fairy tale. This is grounded. This is going to feel good to you. There's no secrets here. All right. Gemini is now up. We have Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra up. Yes, you got perfect timing here, Brenda. Gemini is up. Spirit, what is going on for Gemini for the month of November? Where are they in the Fool's Journey? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. The Moon. Someone else got the Moon. Can't remember. Welcome back, Elizabeth. Pisces energy. We got Selene here, the Titan. This is the divine feminine energy. This is someone here who's very intuitive. Their gifts are expanding. Very open with their clairvoyance and claircognizance, the inner knowing. You're seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. Could be numbers, could be songs coming to you, but there's just something here where you're being asked to trust. A lot of unknowns, unseen, like uncertainties. What else is going on here for Gemini? It's time to dance in the fire. 34, which comes to a 7. That's about assessment and knowledge. So let's see what dance in the fire is. It almost feels like the Queen of Wands energy. Hopefully she's not burning. Okay. I kind of like to look at that as like the Game of Thrones. What was her name? Khaleesi or something, who was able to go in the fire. Fire may be significant to you. You may have fire in your chart. Let's see what dance in the fire is. I feel like this is about your creativity, your movement. All right. You ready? Gemini, your intuitive perceptions are accurate. Well, no shit. We pulled the Moon. We know that. Even if others challenge you or try to convince you otherwise. Ooh. Gemini, do not be deterred by outside influences this month, no matter how persuasive, for it will be a mistake. It may feel reckless, even crazy to trust your guidance, but this is precisely what you need to do. It will leave you feeling unstoppable. Your inner light is expanding and your spirit is ready to take the lead. Trust your inner guidance and commit to what you believe in. Move forward with total confidence. Yes, Mother of the Dragons, but also this energy here of confidence, which is that Queen of Wands energy. Be confident in the moves that you make this month. All right, let's see what the challenge is here for Gemini. Ooh, there's the other people. Everybody's got a little piece of opinion here on Gemini. There's lots of competition here as well. It's a competitive nature. You know, a healthy competition is okay, but if you're consistently fighting and trying to outdo one another, it can get kind of old, can it? Right? 5 here is maybe you don't do well with confrontation. Breakthrough. What's your breakthrough here? Your breakthrough. Ooh. The Lovers is your breakthrough. Well, that's you. That's a choice. You know who you want to put your time and effort with. You might have individuals here who do not agree with the time and effort of this connection, but you know who has your back. You know absolutely who has your back. Oh my gosh. We got a 10. Look at these 5s. Massive change. Are you burning bridges? 5, 5, 5. Like, so many 5s. I don't know. I feel like you're putting your boundaries up. Let's see what the heart of the matter is. Reversals are now up. Heart of the matter, the mind, and the body, material world here for the beginning of November. Heart of the matter here, 8 of Swords, second guessing yourself. You kind of go through the pattern in your mind. Listen. Gemini, let's just get to it. Look, I'm getting so emotional here for you. All right. You got some naysayers around you. And these aren't people with pitchforks. These are people here who have their way of undermining their comments, very passive aggressive. And then it's like as soon as you make a move, they kind of backslap you. They make you feel like, dang, do you even have my back? Or, God, I can't believe we're related. So where your mind is, I got to let these people go. I got to let this person go. I got to block them. I know I got to do it. I know I got to do it. I know I got to do it. But I'm also afraid of the repercussions of what's going to happen. Is this person going to be groveling? Is this person going to be changing a different story? What is this person going to do? Now, the efforts here is that you got other individuals involved in this. So this could be a family situation. This could be mutual friends. This could be colleagues, coworkers, whatever it is. This individual here that you will be shutting out, and you will be. Some of you already did. Where you'll hear the groveling of an individual. I can't believe Gemini shut me out. I was always there for Gemini. Emotions and heart space towards the end of the month here for you. Oh my God. Ooh, it's going to be rocky, but also you're going to start feeling free. In fact, when you have the naysayers come or giving you some messages here, you're not going to give a flying F. Not the way you used to. This is you catering to your own needs, building your stability. And I do feel like there is an individual here who does have your back. 100% they do. They may give you some news about this individual, but it's not to gossip and say you're doing the better thing. It's just to say, I got your back. Okay. I'll be the mediator if you need me to be. External influences here. Ooh, there she is. Queen of Wands. You know, this will be the best move you've ever done for yourself by not participating with this individual anymore. Because this is going to make you feel lighter. You're going to feel more grounded. You're going to choose the relationships that mean something to you. You're going to be like, you know what? The individual here who says, hey, I got your back, that's the one I'm going to go for, not the one who talks behind my back. But this is also you feeling more confident in how you are presented out to yourself. Your confidence comes back. Your creative juices come back. Your desires come back. You're looking good. You're taking care of yourself. This is you like glowing up. There's a glow up about to happen here for you, Gemini, this month. But the fire is yours. Okay. It's like sometimes you gotta say enough. Sometimes you just gotta say enough. I've had enough. So you're confronting somebody head on. No. Or the confrontation here is blocked. How come an integration of this? Pure self-love. Okay. This is you giving back to you. I also do feel that there is a possibility here of a relationship that really is taking stock and forming for you, that you're going to see is so unconditional. And maybe it was kind of overshadowed by another scenario because you really couldn't see it because you were so beaten down by an individual here who was so, trying to compete, jealousy. I mean, this person has a jealous streak that you were dealing with. It's just envy, jealousy, envy. And it's like whatever they did, they try to downgrade you or make you stoop to their levels, or maybe even try to get others involved to make you jealous. And this is something here where there's an opportunity. And I love that it's a crow, because crows, they never forget. And I do feel like you have an individual, falcons, crows, it's very significant in here, but these are birds that never forget. These are birds here that if they have a grudge, they hold grudges and they never forget who took care of them. So I do feel like you have someone here by your side who loves you very dearly. And if not, it could be a budding relationship too. All right. Big opportunities here for you. And if you have a creative endeavor, ooh, this is going to light your fire. Use that anger, that passion to make something here for you. Things to consider, Gemini, for yourself this month. Oh my gosh. Just a glow up month here for you, Gemini. Embrace it. There's something here that you are protecting now. It's the womb. Okay. This is embracing here a new life. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're pregnant and going to be popping out a baby. But this is you protecting a dream, a new version of you. This is where you are going through a cycle here saying, no, I need to make some hard decisions here to protect what's mine. Okay. And it comes down to confidence here. You're making a bold move. You are making a bold move, and you have the support here that feels really nice towards you. This is your tribe. These are the individuals here who have your back, or a very specific relationship here that is going to blossom in a much more organic, natural way here for you, Gemini. All right, Gemini. Your key dates here, we do have Mercury retrograde November 9th in the 7th house, and then Venus enters Scorpio November 6th. What Auntie says for you, connections and partnerships are highly under review this month for you. You're editing your script in relationships. Yup, we saw that in the cards. Seeking deeper depth and not chatter. It's time to balance giving and receiving and speaking your truth. That means better boundaries and stay the witness to change. Holy moly, Gemini. This is for you. All right. If that resonated, go ahead, hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's more messages over at Harmonia Friends Club. And we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. You're welcome, Star. We have Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. We still have a couple more readings to go. Elizabeth says only took 47 years to realize the importance of, yeah, it takes a while sometimes. Don't beat yourself up. Listen, I'm right there with you. It took me a long time too. We don't judge our growth. The point is we figured it out, right? Cancer is up. You're welcome, Brenda. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget, guys, I will be back here specifically for love readings on Halloween. So if you want to join me on Halloween, we'd love to see you there. We're going to look at the November cycles for love for those of you dealing with a specific person, and for singles. There's going to be 2 readings. Yes, they're going to be long, so be prepared. They're long readings, just like tonight, because there's 2 sets of readings for each sign. Where's Nancy, Star? I didn't hear from her in a couple of days. Have you heard from her? I'm wondering how she's doing. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what is going on here for Cancer in November? What do they need to know? Where are they on the Fool's Journey? Here we go. Oh, the Devil. The Devil has a puppy. Hades has a puppy. Well, Hades has Cerberus. Okay. I can see where the puppy's coming from. He's got a dog. He's got a 3-headed dog named Cerberus. So I had to sit there and think about this for a minute. I was like, why does Hades have a puppy? But they made him a little puppy here. Okay. Who doesn't love a good puppy? Puppies are loyal. Puppy love. But this is Capricorn energy, and this is a lustful energy, but it's also a card here of vices, obsession, jealousy, gluttony. I mean, it's just usually a very focused. It doesn't have to be bad. It's just very focused. And we have Hades, who's in the underworld here too. So there's something here about the subconscious being brought to your attention. Okay. Maybe it's an inner child, like a puppy love. I just keep hearing puppy love. Puppy love. What's this puppy love about? Get back to your body. 2, November 2nd may be a significant date to you, but you are asked to be back into your body, which is grounded. You know, if you think of Hades, he was liminal too. He was able to go from the outside to the underworld, but he was obsessed with materialistic and with the plane of the earthly plane. So this is something here that you're being asked here to go back to that, craving the earthly plane. Okay, let's see what the book has to say. Cancer, your inner guidance is communicating with you loud and clear. However, you risk missing these necessary signals if you are stuck in your head because intuition is subtle and centered in your body. Take a break from overthinking, which leads nowhere, and waste your time. Focus on your body's basic needs instead. Get some rest, drink more water, eat greens and protein, breathe, stretch, and move throughout the day. Relax and take mental breaks. This will lower your stress and open your intuitive channels. Intuitive direction will immediately improve the more you take care of yourself. So you're really being asked here to ground yourself. Maybe you're feeling a little bit unearthly. Are you dreaming? Is there someone obsessively on your mind? Is that what it is? Let's see what the challenge is. I feel like someone here is daydreaming or is fantasizing about a connection or an opportunity. Justice, that's alignment. Now, justice here is also facing consequences. And if it's a challenge here, sometimes you're going to have to face some harsh challenges here if you don't ground yourself, if you don't get realistic. I almost feel like a Cancer here is a little bit above the clouds here in dreamland, in La La Land. It's not a bad thing. So let's see. Breakthrough. What's the breakthrough here? 9 of Swords. There's fears here. How can fear be your breakthrough? Well, if you confront it. If you confront it. And that's confronting the worry. Is to realize, do I need to spend my time worrying about the worst case scenarios, or can I be in the present energy? Okay. Your breakthrough here is that you can recognize when you're starting to worry. You can recognize when you get in fantasy mode. You can recognize it pretty quickly. So you can break this. That's your breakaway. That's not a bad thing. You have an addictive personality, but it's also a personality where you can get out of it really quickly if you ground yourself enough. Let's see where the heart of the matter is for you going into the beginning of the month. The King of Wands reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The mind. Gosh, here, the 7 of Pentacles. Who are you obsessed with? Now, this could also be a way of living too. Body and material here, you're restless. All right. I don't know who this is, but let's describe him. This is someone here who's confident, egotistical, has some arrogance here, can be very over cocky, can be really rushing into something. And the desire here this month here, Cancer, is to be love bombed. You are being love bombed by something, okay? I don't know if this is a person, I don't know if this is an opportunity, but there's something here where it's like, we will give you all the wishes that you can have. And it feels amazing. But for this Cancer here, now they're looking at it and evaluating in their mind, going, well, wait a minute. Have I been here before? Have I been here before? This looks familiar. You know, you're putting your cards down here before you actually plant the seed. So your mind is like kind of going there that this pattern sounds familiar. Is this me escaping, or is this me really being grounded? And you're starting to feel restless now because someone here is trying to convince you that you're making the right move. Oh, Cancer, I love you. Oh, Cancer, you're the one. Oh, Cancer, this opportunity is going to give you the best thing in the whole wide world. But is it? So let's see what the emotional heart space is. Oh, because you are desiring that emperor inner authority energy. Now, this is upright. This is your heart space. This is where you have the power to take back control. You have the power to do so. Okay, so please keep that in mind. All right, so there's something here where you're being looked upon differently with the Aries energy. Your heart space is in a good place, but it's taking stock of your life and making some hard decisions here. If something feels ungrounded to you or too quickly. External influences. Oh, you got somebody here who's giving you a scout's honor. I'm committed. I will be there. You have to do on blind faith. But here's the thing. This commitment could be a consequence because the commitment is justice. So you may face a harsh consequence if you run into this, if you accept this. The outcome and integration. Reevaluate. In the end of the month, you're going to be reevaluating something you jumped into. Because it's almost like I feel like this Cancer is moving in. You know how, like, you know, they're showing me there's if this is a relationship based, they're showing me an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where he gets locked in. I forget, I think there's an earthquake or something, and he gets locked in with his girlfriend, and he's so dreamy over her. Like, they are so mooning off each other, but they really don't know each other. They really, like, they don't have a lot of information on each other. Maybe it's long distance, whatever it is. But when they have to actually spend space with one another or live with one another, it's a whole new beast. So there's this thing where I do feel there's a commitment here, but also this realization that something doesn't feel authentic. Something doesn't feel real. And that episode was, she started, you know, he was complaining about her, and she started ripping her hair off, her weave and her nails. And he was just totally disgusted. He goes, who are you? And that's what it is. Someone here, once you spend some time with them, you're going to start seeing some true colors. And the break through though is you are able to confront fears. So let's see how, with you taking this head on, because it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that you're going to correct it in regards to what you commit yourself to. Things to consider here for yourself, Cancer. Look at this. 3 of Cups. That's union. Man, are some of you like eloping? Like, what is this? Look at this. 3 of Cups here with the 9 of Wands. Another 9. Spirit is saying, don't jump into a fantasy of union or reunion. Have your guard up. Make sure that actions line up with their words, especially if you're spending a lot of physical time with this individual. All right. Cancer. Your key dates here from anti-astrology. Jupiter retrograde November 11th. Mars enters Sagittarius November 4th. What Auntie says to you, who are you when you're not performing for others? Health, routine, and self-value are center stage. It really showing up here. Okay. There's something here about grounding in your body. And I think your body is giving you an alert system here. So if you're feeling nervous or pangs or missing something, there's this energy of going, why are you missing so much? All right. Treat yourself as someone you're responsible to. Rebuild yourself with nourishment, not obligation. Get excited with self-love, not from individuals. All right. That's what I got here for you, Cancer. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move over to Leo. Leo is up next. Don't forget the Harmonia Friends Club Vault. There's more readings over there too. My membership area. We're getting to the tail end here, guys, but we still have Leo, Virgo, and Libra up. So hang in there. I know there's a couple of you who are still waiting for your sign. All right, let's see what's going on for Leo. Welcome, Rudy. Rudy, these are all signs readings. These are the general readings. So these are a catch-all for life, all in general. It's not always going to be focused on love, but actually that's a good point, because if you're looking for your love readings, that's going to be Friday. On Halloween, we're going to be having there for a current person on your mind. And then also if you're single, for the singles, for wanting to see if they're open to love or not, if any new love is coming their way. So make sure you come back on Friday if you're looking specifically for love connections. These are general, so it's going to be about life, purpose, career, relationships. Love can come in there for some of them, obviously, but it's more than that. And Libra, we haven't done yet. Libra's coming up, though. We're on Leo, Virgo. Libra's last. We started off with a birthday month. But check your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Leo, here we go. My lions. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's unfolding for you in November. Where are you on the Fool's journey? Here we go. Nyx. The star. I love her because she's more than just the star. She's the sky. She holds the stars. Aquarius energy. What a beautiful card this is. Okay, that's a card of faith, hope, healing. What's going on here for Leo? Watch your words. 7 may be a significant date to you, November 7th. There's some transformation here. Let's see what watch your words is about. These are not personal readings, hon. Personal readings are booked only. Leo. Your words are powerful, so be attentive to what you say and to whom. This includes the words you say to yourself. Create a high vibration that attracts positive support by using uplifting and intentional affirmations and empowering statements. Leo, do not be careless in your expression or speak negatively about yourself or others, or fall into the trap of being a doom and gloom messenger. It is better to say nothing than to let your words bring you down. There's something here that you're stating. Well, the star comes after the tower as well. So there's something here where you may be having a negative outlook on. See what the challenge is. The challenge here for you, gosh, this is a soulmate. This also could be inner child work here too. The challenge here could be your childhood, something from the past, a memory. What's the breakthrough for Leo? Page of Pentacles. It's not over yet. There's always you can start fresh. There's an opportunity here to look at this differently. Look how excited he's like, "Ooh, I got something here." So this is someone here who's an opportunist who can take something and make something out of it. Okay, the pentacle is materialized, so there's an ability here of growth, of learning. Might be a hard lesson here for you too. Let's see what numbers are here with you this month. We have 6 and 2, which comes to an 8. Well, there's something here that you're going to accomplish, but it's a duality. So I feel like there's a dancing when it comes to a relationship in specific. You are facing somebody head on this month, but it's also how you are facing yourself in the mirror. This person is mirroring back something to you. It's a trigger. The heart of the matter. I told you, it's a trigger. You got the 4 of Wands here. Ooh, look at this. Someone's wearing a mask. Then we got the devil here. Okay. The heart of a matter is a union, a connection, a relationship. Some of you, it is a marriage. The mind is at the wheel of fortune. And the body and material world here is the 10 of Pentacles here reversed. Listen, there's a separation happening with you and another. It just is. You might be having some time apart. Someone here may be blocking you or moving on or just becoming more silent or distancing themselves here from you. I think this is hard for you because this is a person here that you fell at home with, family with. You didn't anticipate this scenario here that you would be so distant from this individual. However, where your mind is that it's not over just yet. There's a cycle here, things that are working behind the scenes for you. It's not reversed. So I do think that you're kind of influenced by this, but also realizing someone here is missing in the picture. They're not at the celebrations. They're not at the invites. They're not at the parties. They're just not there. Not the way they used to be. The emotional heart space of this relationship. Ooh, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Look at that. Notice that there's a snake here and there's a snake here. Snakes are all about transformation. You know, you've changed, but so is this person. And this person here isn't necessarily telling you everything. The Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio is an individual here who is holds back. Look at this, is behind the waterfall. Holds back their emotions, could be an avoidant or could be an individual here who has some trauma. But here's the thing. This is a soulmate connection, but this could also be a karmic connection. This is an individual here where there's an inner child wound that's being lifted between you and another. Someone here has a more toxic way of looking at it, and another wears a mask. So if there's something here where you're taking it personal from another and you look like the bad guy or bad gal, this individual is wearing a mask too, meaning they have the same wound as you. External influences here for this month. There it is. I knew it. 6 of Cups. I feel like you are really meant here to clean out the gunk, okay? The bugs here. And you see how someone here is rooted? There's one partner here that whatever you offer them is going to look at it as though you're on a bug, all right? Or buggy. They're not seeing it as an offer that is genuine. They almost see it as toxic. It's just their point of view. It's their perspective of this individual. Anything that you give to this individual is almost kind of like looked upon as bad. This is something here where you trust this person, but the trust is kind of broken. So the external influences is something from the past that reminds you of this relationship. It's that, oh my gosh, this reminds me of my mom, or this reminds me of me and my dad. Like there's something in common in this relationship that reminds you of something from the past. And if it is someone from your past that is the same karmic cycle, it's coming up even though you're a full grown adult. The integration of this for you, Leo, for this month. There it is. Karmic. Told you. Capricorn energy. You see that cup? You see how it's kind of thrown on there, but you're both looking at. There's a separation that is needed to clear this wound, but you have to face it on. This is two individuals having communication, but also realizing that this isn't working. You're not in the same frequency, either of you. And someone here is taking it more personally, Leo. And I'm going to say it's on your side because the words say, watch your words. There's something about saying something and not being able to take it back for you that feels really heartfelt. Things to consider. There you are. Okay. There you are. There's your strength. There's also your pride. There's also your resilience. And then we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here, which is advice. Now, this could come in also, whether this is a lawyer, whether this is a doctor, whether this is health advice, but it's advisement. Others of you, you are pulling in the Queen of Swords energy where you're detaching, saying enough is enough, not just from another individual, but also how you speak to yourself. Spirit is saying, okay, time to learn how you speak to one another, because you wouldn't talk to yourself that way, would you? So there's something about turning it back around when you feel the need to retaliate with another individual, because the two of you are marrying right back one another. So there is going to be a phase off here between the two of you. All right, that's what I have for you, Leo. Let's see what Auntie has to say with your key dates for astrology, with Venus entering Scorpio November 6th and then the full moon November 5th. What Auntie wants to tell you is your heart wants to shine outward, but this month it must glow inward. Home and belonging are illuminated. Let comfort replace performance this month. Be royalty in your own castle, not just for guests. Watch your space. That's what Auntie says for you, Leo. All right. That's what we got here for Leo. If that resonated, go ahead and like, comment below. Don't forget, there's more readings over at Harmonia Friends Club where you get more timeless zodiac sign readings just like this. And we're going to move on to Virgo. We have Virgo and Libra up. Virgo is up. Yeah, right now my personal readings are not available. They're closed out. I'm booked. So only way to get those private readings really is through Harmonia Friends Club when we do our gallery nights right now. They'll be back probably a little bit in December. All right, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what is going on for Virgo for the month of November? Where are they on the Fool's Journey? Here we go. Oh, I thought for a minute it was Helios, but it's not. It's Prometheus, the Hangman. Oh boy. Well, when you think of Prometheus, it's kind of like he opened Pandora's box a little bit. He was the one who gave the humans tools and the ability here to work. The gods were very angry with them for helping. So there's something here where you are not stuck, but you're definitely in a notion of wanting to gain a new perception. You put yourself in this spot. So Virgo here is putting themselves in a timeout for some reason you are to gain a new perception. Let your higher self lead. Okay. 25, November 25th may be a significant date to you coming up. But let's see what the book has to say about let your higher self lead. Virgo, you are encouraged to put your ego aside and allow your higher self to take over. Stop trying to figure things out and place your confidence in your inner guidance. Your higher self will guide you in forward if you allow it to. Find this connection in your heart and surrender to the greater divine spirit. Next, invite your higher self to physicality. Move you toward your highest good. This includes moving your thoughts, your words, your emotions, and body in unison with your best outcome. Be flexible and spontaneous and don't overthink. Trust your higher self to keep you safe and gracefully lead you to the best outcome for all concerned. You will soon be on your way. So this is why you are taking a time out here. There's something where you're trying to see that integration, gaining a different perspective here of realizing that, if my future self has been through it all, how do I tune and tap into it, into that version of me? All right. What is the challenge here? I want to say it's your ego. That wish fulfillment. The challenge is the wish itself. Is it truly what you want, though? How does it feel to obtain that? Maybe you don't feel it's realistic. Maybe something that you're asking for doesn't seem realistic, so that's why you can't integrate it into this reality. That's like manifestation 101, right? It's got to be real to you in order to come in here. Now, your breakthrough here is actually you like to be challenged. So I do feel like this Virgo is like, all right, Spirit, I challenge you. I challenge you here. You got a competitive nature to you. And this is something here where confrontation, conflict, sometimes it can get ugly, but at the same time, you know that if you do that, you can get some really cool results. Interesting enough, is the first time I've seen like the pentacle here formed, but it is. All right, what numbers are with you here, Virgo? Wow, you got a 6 and a 5. You got a 6 and a 5 here, which come to 11. This is all about spiritual rebirth here. There's some knowledge that you're gaining in a higher level, and I want to say it's from your higher self. This is you facing duality straight on, and there's another 5. There's another 5 here with union here. There's some conflict, though. There's like something here is about to combust. Let's see what the heart of the matter is. Reversals are now up. There's that over manipulation, you see? When the magician here is reverse, it's someone here who thinks they know more than the universe. It's almost like I release it to the universe and then you keep double checking. So it's just checking in. So I'm just checking in. So I'm just checking in. Okay. That's the part where there's other things that are being moved around for you. And also there could be free will if this is aligning an individual towards you, not a specific individual, but an individual with an opportunity, however that opportunity may be. Let's see where your mind is this month. 8 of Cups, you can, okay. You have to trust, and you know this. This is something here where you can't keep checking in on the stream. You put it out there, then you leave it. You put it out there, then you leave it. Yeah. But you're impatient. Virgos are impatient. Okay. The temperance here, reverse the integration of this is like, I'm going to just dip my toe in this one more time and see if it's going to come my way. And this could be you asking your higher self, hey, can you help me? Can you let me know how you got through these mountains? But if you're upside down here to gain the perception here, there's something here about changing the way that you're making moves. You got to start making the moves of the individuals. I talk a lot about this in Runes Reality in the workshop that I teach, which is a mix of using the runes and teaching runes, but also using the hermetic philosophies here of how to manifest. And some of the things here you got to face is the ripple effect here of vibration. And there's a ripple effect when you put your toe into something, you're kind of meddling with it because you're not trusting it. So how can it actually come about? Okay. So I see some irritability coming up, impatience. You leave it, but then you still put your toe back into it. You say you're not going to communicate to somebody, and then you go ahead and communicate with somebody. It's that kind of energy. What is the emotional heart space here for you? There it is, the Empress. I like this. So you're starting to be more in the feminine energy of receiving. Beautiful. Love this for you, Virgo. This could be you're taking your sovereignty, understanding your worth, leaning back, not sacrificing yourself for particular situations, but realizing that it's coming towards you regardless, and start living it as though it's here now. Okay. In that fashion. Okay. You could be making some really big business moves. Others of you could have a natural glow about yourself. It's just you fully embracing the energy of having it all 4 queens in one. What is the external influence of this? There it is again, the 5 of Wands. Early bird does not always get the worm, but also you're realizing that this external noise of the things that aren't going your way, the pass ups, the rejections, the fighting, you don't have to be a part of it. You can look at it differently. And the perception of how you look at it is going, well, I'm so glad I'm not partaking in that. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not jealous about that. Why? Because I know what I'm worth. Let somebody fight for me. Let it fight for me. Let the offers come to me. You don't have to fight so hard for this, what you're trying to manifest. Let's see what the outcome and integration of this for you for this month. The Knight of Wands here reverse. I do feel like there's a particular offer coming your way that has been in and out of your life, or is constantly saying it's coming and then kind of makes an appearance again. It is making an appearance here this month. The question to you is, the 5 of Wands here with that is the 6 of Wands. The question, and this is a question everyone's going to be different because I'm reading for the collective. Do you really want this offer? Because it's not an individual or an opportunity here that has been consistent before. You have been presented this opportunity or this offer before with this individual, with this company, whatever it is, and it did not pan out. Things to consider. Things to consider. There we go. We got strength again. Leo energy. The Leo energy is also a card of resilience. Ooh, and the devil energy. Okay. So Spirit's saying, try not to get so close-minded when it comes to a specific person or specific opportunity. Do not let your pride get in the way either, especially if something comes back in the door. It could be a test for you. And Spirit's saying, do you really, like, again, I'm going to come to the question, do you really want something that has not been consistent with you before? So pay attention very much to the actions or the words, and you have the ability here to ask questions, okay? The resilience here is that I feel that you tend to get very narrow-minded in what you specifically want to desire. All right, Virgo. Anti-astrology here for your key dates and windows. We got Mercury in retrograde coming up November 9th, Mars in Sagittarius November 4th, and what Auntie wants to say to you. The world wants your order. Your soul wants rest. Home and emotional base are calling you. Pace yourself, align your habitat with your heartbeat, not your to-do list. This is a month here to lean back in that feminine energy. Even if you're masculine, it's something here about regrouping, taking care of yourself. All right, that's what I have for Virgo. If that resonated, go ahead and like, comment below. Would love to see you at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area where there's more timeless readings. There's a whole entire vault that just consistently is growing. New content is added each week, like 3 or 4 readings. So go check it out. All right, we're going to move on to our final sign here. Thank you, Star, for being here through the whole night. I know it's been quiet, but this is also usually the readings that don't get a lot of live because there's no collective bonuses and stuff like that. So I appreciate you being here. This is more of the replay one. And I'm really got to practice with my voice because it is going. We're going to have to go slow Friday so I don't lose my voice. All right, we are at the final reading for this evening. Again, want to thank my moderator here, Star, for being here through the whole damn thing. We've been on for over 2 hours. And for those of you who are watching the live, I do appreciate you. And for those of you watching the replay, thank you for taking the time to like this video and comment. It does help the channel grow. We're going to move on here to Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra, you are up. We saved the best for last. All right, let's see what's going on for Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What has Spirit got for you, Libra, for November? Where are you on the Fool's Journey? The Tower. Poseidon. Well, this is usually something shocking. This is usually something so big and large that it's like no going back. Doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's just out of your control. You think of Poseidon, he obviously, god of the water here. So he could really bring up the storms, okay, in a really big way. And you can't anticipate the damage of what water can do. But there's something here about the emotional storm. They really want me to focus on Poseidon being the water sign of emotions. Okay. There's an emotional upheaval that is going on here for Libra this month. Free your creativity. Oh, I like this. The 29th. November 29th may be a significant day to you, but that comes to a 10. So I just feel like there's a rebirth of some sort coming on for you. But let's see what free your creativity means here, Libra. Libra is also a very creative sign to begin with. They're into the arts. Now is the time to break free from routine, fixed point of view, and strong opinions, Libra, and tap into your creative side instead. Don't let anyone or any experience from the past limit your creative curiosity or expression today. You have the natural gifts of music, art, dance, inner guidance, movement, and vision in your soul. This lines up really nicely with the Libra sign, all waiting to be activated at any time. Be fearless as you explore these adventurous, fiery aspects of your nature. Approach your challenges or concerns with fresh, curious eyes. And that's interesting because we're going to look at what your challenges are. But I see a creative side here bursting through you. What is Libra's challenge here? Oh, getting started. Getting started. That's the wand. The Ace of Wands here is grabbing an opportunity and going with it. What are you waiting for? The breakthrough. Ooh, there's that emotions page, though. Look at it's like an old man as a page. I love that Page of Cups. It's one of the only Page of Cups I love. You can get excited over the littlest things. And that's what the expression of the Page of the Page of Cups is. It's small. It's a notion of, oh, I like you. There's excitement here. And that's your breakthrough, is your curiosity. When you get curious, when you have an emotional tie to something, when you're all in, you're in. Like, you'll just take that one and you'll go for it. But if there's no emotions there to it or desire, it's kind of like, I don't want to do it. What are your numbers here for this month? Yeah, you got 5 and a 1 here. So this says to me it's about cooperation and harmony. Now, does this mean cooperation and harmony with another? I feel like there's an old version of you that is breaking away, and you're kind of going through a blossoming of some sort. Okay, a glow up of some sort, but we'll see if the glow up's actually forming, because it's a tower. So let's see the heart of the matter. What is the heart of the matter here for Libra for the month of November? Where are they starting off here going into November? Oh, disappointment. The mind, the moon, thinking the worst case scenario. Who is this? Someone's giving you an opportunity. Body, material world. Oh my God. Who is coming back in Libra's life? Libra looks a little bit disappointed and aloof here. And then there's another individual here who's got an opportunity for you. But here's the thing. Your mind, when it comes to this opportunity, separated or in completely divided, is, I don't know. I've been through that before. I've been burnt out before. I'm scared to take that. I'm scared to open up to that. It's Pisces energy, could be dealing with the Pisces. There's lack of trust in this scenario. But here's the thing. I really feel with this tower coming up twice. The tower is coming up twice. Do you see how both people are being caught? There's something about being caught. So let's look at that. I almost feel like being exposed. You're exposing yourself, and this person is exposing themselves in a way. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is for a Libra here who really is loyal, really stable and grounded. And when they make their mind up with something, they don't mind putting the time and effort into it. But there's something that is happening this month that kind of threatens this. And so this kind of like, this is where Libra is really reinvesting. Like, do I want to stop and evaluate this? Oh my God. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone is presenting themselves in a much larger way. Changed. This person's changed. This opportunity's gotten bigger. But here's the other thing. If this is a version of you, because if it's not love or a relationship, this could also be you realizing that you've changed your mind on an opportunity, and maybe you're willing to go back to something that you did as a child and want to bring some more playful energy into your life. You're romanticizing things in a different way, but there's a lot of compassion. There's a lot of love. And there's expression here. I feel there's a really big cup of expression of love. This person goes from the breakthrough is you as a Page of Cups, but this person here goes from a page to the King of Cups, which is huge. Outcome integration. Look at that. It's balanced. It's fair. Now, if this is you sharing your gifts with others. It could be you realizing that, hey, maybe I didn't think that there's a possibility that I could turn this hobby, this love, this creativity into something more, but people may want to pay you for your skills. So yes, there's a couple different reading styles on here. Others of you, this could be a relationship that's coming back around that is starting off with a very solid friendship and its sincerity, but it's an equal give and take. Now, this person here, Libra, knows that you hold the scales. You're already balanced. This individual is saying, let me show you. Let me show you how you've changed. All right. Things to consider. And like I said, if that's not another individual, someone's here saying, can you show me what you got? Welcome, Yasina. We're at the last one, Yasina, but you can watch the replay after. Look at this. You have the world, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo energy. Something's come full circle. It's ready to be blossomed now. It's ready to be blossomed now. And Spirit doesn't want you to hold on to the old as because you can't have growth if you're in the Four of Pentacles mode. This is someone here who's holding so tightly onto a dream or reward and it's not expanding. But Spirit's saying, how nice would it feel to be like, yeah, you didn't let go of this desire, this deep dream, or this relationship, or this opportunity, but now you can make it something more. It can grow. And so you don't have to hold on to it so tightly before. I'm really seeing this as the Four of Pentacles with that, which is the Five of Pentacles. This is an individual here who's afraid of loss, of abandonment, or rejection. Okay. And if this is creativity, it's like, I'm afraid that it's not going to turn into anything. And so it's like, you can do that, or you can expand. You can show yourself online, Etsy, YouTube, wherever it is, but like share your gifts is where Spirit is saying for you, Libra. All right. Libra, what anti-astrology has for you. Your key dates and windows. Venus leaves Libra November 6th and enters Scorpio. So Mercury retrograde across communication zones is very big for you. So what Auntie wants to tell you is, when are you ready for this? This is great. When are you your own partner? This month teaches you the value of self before reflection through others. Once you define the charm is fine and depth is gold, you'll see the relationships being married back to you is fulfilling. You got to get me on that one. Right? That was Auntie's message. If that resonated for you guys, go ahead, like, comment, and don't forget to make sure that you check out Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area. All right, guys, that's the final readings for tonight. Thank you so much for those of you who stayed here, especially to Star, who's been my moderator through the whole night. I do appreciate it. I will be back here for love readings on Friday, so make sure you set your notifications for Friday. That's already been posted, so set them up now so that you don't forget. Friday evening at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for Halloween. We'll be back here for November love readings. You guys take care and have a good evening. See you tomorrow for the Scorpio reading. Yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, tomorrow's I'll be back for the Scorpio reading. Take care, guys.